MotorWeek is made possible by Lucas Oil, TireRack.com, and RockAuto.com.
Porsche cars are to most enthusiasts, including us, quintessential sports cars. We expect them to go, turn, and stop at the top of their class on any kind of pavement. And that certainly is the case with the all-wheel drive Porsche Carrera 4. But superiority on concrete and blacktop isn't enough for Porsche. Their engineers wanted to test the C4's prowess where the roads are much less defined. And they invited our high road reporter Craig Singhaus along for a very hot ride.
Emmy Award-winning screen actor James Brolin has enjoyed success in a great variety of roles, ranging from idealistic young doctor to a dashing Marine fighter squadron commander. But it's in the role of driving enthusiast that Jim Brolin finds so much personal pleasure and satisfaction. Now that's why he recently undertook Porsche's invitation of driving the first sports car ever to traverse the infamous Mojave Road.
Well, we're on the old Mojave Trail, which is the original trail of the Indians, and this was how the wagons all came across through Nevada and California. We started at Barstow, we're going to Laughlin in two Carrera 4 all-wheel drive Porsches. I'm very familiar with these cars, and I can't quite believe we're on the rough roads and climbing over rocks the way we've been doing. But it's working good.
Porsche's earliest designs were all-wheel drive. In the 1900s, the loaner Porsche had 4 electric wheel hub motors. We wanted to bring the all-wheel drive technology into the forefront again, and we went to the Mojave Road to try and show what the Carrera 4 all-wheel drive technology would do in a situation that it wasn't even designed for.
And it was a daunting challenge. The Mojave Road is not for the faint of heart. It's hot, dusty, crisscrossed by numerous arroyos, and normally traversed by truck. It's not a sports car environment. And make no mistake about it, this Porsche Carrera 4 is still very much a sports car. The modifications were surprisingly minor.
The one addition to the Carrera 4s was a skid plate which we mounted under the fuel tank. There was a Techquipment option which was added, a skid plate for the engine to each car. Ride height was changed by about 4 inches in the rear and by about 3 3/4 inches in the front, with the use of spacers and also with the use of larger diameter tires.
And even in its newest configuration, Jim Brolin says that the Porsche Carrera 4 still brings back memories of an old friend.
I had a 911 for 11 years because I wouldn't let it go. Everybody kept trying to sell me a new one, wondering why I was driving the same car. I just loved it so much. I actually had it on some pretty rough roads, not climbing rocks, but I had to paint it twice. I rebuilt the engine once. I updated it to later specs, and spent a lot of money on that car. That was my life's partner. And I think with anybody, I challenge you to drive one 911 every day for 30 days and try and ever forget about it.
And Jim Brolin speaks with authority. What few people may realize is that he had a pretty successful second career as a professional IMSA road racer a few years back.
The relationship between road racing and off-road, I mean, the car still has a certain amount of physics. The thing about off-road is you really find out much sooner how and where the car is going to break loose and what it's going to act like. And that's what I love about off-road. I learned a lot about how loose a car can get, what's the difference between a two-wheel drive and a four-wheel drive on the soft stuff. And what both of them taught me was to be a road watcher.
And with the variety of surfaces and challenges found in completing the 125-mile Mojave Trail, there was always plenty of exciting road to watch, especially from behind the wheel of a Porsche Carrera 4.
It's a car that when you think you're in trouble in it, you actually aren't. If you're unfamiliar with a car, as a passenger, you can come into a curve you swear you're not going to make, and it just tools right around it. I think why I like it.